Hello there. Well, this morning I woke up to a very thick mist, and I think mist or fog, it's a very strange thing, isn't it? Because nothing's moved, nothing's disappeared, it's all still there, but you can't see it. And it's a strange thing, isn't it? Fortunately, the sun is shining now. It's changed for some of the weather we've had recently. We've had so much flooding, localised flooding on the roads recently because our winter has just been so wet. But this morning it was foggy, but the sun is up, burning the fog off. But that fog, that mist, made me think about Psalm 119, verse 105. A well-known verse. Thy word is a lamp to my feet and a light to my path. And I was thinking, for many of us, today is an unknown quantity. It's hidden from us. It's a mist. Perhaps we're facing things in our lives and we have no idea what is ahead of us. We have no idea what we are going to have to deal with or how to deal with it. And we can only see the next step in front of us. And that's an interesting thought, really, because I remember years and years ago I was on a holiday, a Christian holiday, and we went for a walk in the early morning. They called it a prayer walk. So we weren't talking to each other. We were simply walking along. We'd had a few words spoken to us to begin the walk, and then we were simply walking with the Lord and listening for what he might say to us. It was early morning, and we were walking through woodland along this path. It was unfamiliar territory to me. I didn't know it. And there were quite a number of us together in this group, and walking quite close together. And I couldn't see the path ahead because of the group. All I could see was the next step under my feet, in front of my feet. And I was saying to the Lord, I find this quite uncomfortable, only being able to see one step ahead. I like to see where I'm going. I like to see if there's a step coming or if there's something in the path. I mean, people were walking in front of me. There wasn't anything, but it felt very uncomfortable. And I felt the Lord saying to me, I want you to walk with me one step at a time. I don't want you to look too far ahead. I want you to live one day at a time and walk with me one step at a time. Yes, God gives us a future vision, a long way away, that's something we're aiming for, perhaps. But in the day-to-day walk, we walk one step at a time. And this is what my thought for the day has turned into. I don't plan a whole series of talks. Each day, I see what the Lord has given me to speak. It's one day at a time. It's not a series. And I don't work hard at it. I don't sit and labour. I don't. And it's a strange thing as I reflect on it, that actually in lots of ways this is the way the Lord does things with us. I think he wants us to be trusting him each step of the way. Trusting him for the next step, looking to him for where to place our feet, what to do at the next point on our journey. And his promise is that his word is a lamp to our feet and a light to our path. His word is trustworthy. His word, this book, has been written with the guidelines in it. I know it's got nothing to do with the modern world, modern technology. There's nothing about computers and mobile phones or the internet or all these things that have come in the last 30 years, 40 years. Amazing things have changed in our lifetime, in my lifetime. But the principles of following the Lord are exactly the same. The nature of man has not changed. The nature of woman hasn't changed. The qualities that God gives to us haven't changed. And the fact is that the Lord made us. He knows what activities do us good. He knows what is best for you and best for me. He knows the path He's leading you on. He knows the path He's leading me on. He knows. And His ways are a reflection of His character and are put in place because He made us. He knows what suits us best. He knows the lifestyle that will bless us, and He knows the lifestyle that will harm us. And He does His utmost as the shepherd to keep us from danger and from harming ourselves, from consuming the wrong things. Just like a shepherd leads his sheep to good pastures, he doesn't let his sheep graze where there is any poisonous plant or anything dangerous. He protects us. He keeps us from evil. So if your path today feels rather like you're walking in a mist or fog, and you feel very uncertain and very unsafe, well, that's your feeling. But your faith, by faith, you need to say to your trembling heart, the Lord knows the way He's leading me. He knows. All I have to do is follow Him. He is the way, the truth, and the life. We can't have fullness of life without following Jesus. We can't know the right way without following Jesus. We can't know what is true and what is false without following Jesus. He is the way, the truth, and the life. He is the Word of God given to us, the living Word. So if you feel like you're in a fog today, don't worry. The sun has risen, and the sun disperses the fog. Be blessed today, I hope. I'll see you tomorrow.